What's these? I'm Dustin. LaDonna. Carry on.
Okay, so with Hurricane Florence going on, we thought we would discuss the difference in weather between Tennessee and surrounding areas and California and the way the weather works over there, because it works a little bit differently over there than it does here. And by the way, we hope everybody is safe in North Carolina,
Yes.
South Carolina, Georgia, and all the surrounding areas that are being affected by Florence. Hopefully everybody is safe and sound. Our prayers are with you guys.
Absolutely.
So in Tennessee, we are expected to get some of the rain and winds off of Florence starting tomorrow night into Sunday.
Actually, I heard it's late Saturday, full Sunday, into Monday.
Yeah.
To be technical, but yeah.
So we will definitely get some winds and some rain off of it. We had a weird wind burst and some rain today, but it just lasted a few seconds, thankfully. But I'm sure nothing compared to what you guys in North Carolina, South Carolina, and surrounding areas are going through at the moment,
Virginia.
for sure. Yeah, Virginia, West Virginia got
West
a lot
Virginia.
of flooding. I actually have a friend that I work with, and her family is from West Virginia, and they got some very serious flooding going on over there. So prayers to you guys too. So in California, they do not get do not have hurricanes, I guess I should say.
I think they have before, but it was, geez, so long ago. Never in my lifetime, and I was born in '81, so, and grew up my whole life there. So never ever. We have more of kind of like a tropical storm, waves of storms that come in, pretty violent sometimes. Most people know about El Nino, and that's basically what I'm talking about. It's only happened, I think, twice in my lifetime, but it happens. So nothing compared to hurricanes or anything like that. Very scary situations. So.
Something else that they do not have over there is tornadoes.
No.
And
but we do have earthquakes.
yeah, they do have earthquakes.
Love how people are so afraid of earthquakes. I think we've
Yes.
talked about this before. Actually.
We have had this discussion
Yes.
before. Yes.
So we don't need to go in.
Our first bad storm here
Yes.
in our house, it scared him. He didn't understand, like when I was telling him.
No.
Well, you understood, but he
it
didn't.
wasn't that bad.
Well, okay, we had this huge pine tree
but I
in
did
the
jump in
yard.
the bathtub. And
Yes,
then my buddy
he
John, that grew up for a couple years in North Carolina, was like, "Don't do that."
Yeah, don't do that.
I was like, "Oh, maybe I won't do that next time."
But we had a really bad storm a couple months ago, and I knew when it got really, really quiet all of a sudden that it was not a good thing. And he wanted to stand there in the window and watch, and we had this massive pine tree in our front yard, and it just broke it right in half.
We talked
Thankfully,
about this too.
well, no, we did not in another video. We decided not to do that video. Remember?
Oh, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Oh,
We talked
okay,
about it, but we
never
didn't end
mind.
up posting it because it didn't
Yeah.
turn out right. But
That was
anyway,
a bad video.
it was not a great video. So, anyways, thankfully it missed the house, but he was definitely not used to that kind of weather. So,
That thing almost took my truck out.
it did. He was more concerned about his truck.
Short story.
Yes.
There was a huge branch.
Yes.
I mean, what was that thing? 15 feet long?
It was pretty big.
It wasn't very wide in diameter,
Like,
maybe about 7-8 inches round,
Lengthwise.
but it was long, and the thing missed my truck by like this little bit.
Yeah. And the power
Nothing touched my
line.
truck.
That was
And the
above it.
power line, yeah. And the
Somehow
power
it
line
just
too.
like slid between
Yeah, just-
it and the bushes. It was the back
Yep,
of
that
it.
was
It's
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah. But
Pretty amazing.
yeah.
Very lucky.
Yes.
Very lucky.
When I was in California with him, I was beyond petrified that there would end up being an earthquake and I wouldn't know what to do. So I understand when he doesn't know what to expect with tornadoes and stuff. But he says they're not
Well,
that bad. But
With earthquakes, you really never know anyways. I mean, it could be extremely bad, it could be not, but there's a lot of research done on them every day over there.
yeah,
And everywhere else where they're having earthquakes. It's not just California, it's all over the world.
yeah,
Especially a lot of that west coast going down to Mexico, down to South America, that whole entire area down there, very live. A lot of stuff follows the Ring of Fire from what I've read and what I've heard. that's constantly moving, causing things to happen. We all have tectonic plates all over the world, so
Yeah.
it just happened to be that I grew up in an area with that. So
Yeah, where the earthquakes were, and
So,
I grew up with the tornadoes
with
and the
zero, yeah.
downdrafts of wind, and
I'm sure they happen here.
probably.
That's how the mountains got created.
Yeah, I'm
I know
sure
for a
they're just
fact.
so far down that we don't ever
They
feel
ain't
them, or they're
volcano
so
mountains.
small. Mm-mm.
That's another thing we do have in California, though.
Is volcanoes.
Well, where I grew up, there's a town called Morro Bay, and then Morro Bay to, I want to say all the way down to San Luis Obispo, down Highway 1, if anybody knows, been down there. There's 7 mountains right there, and that's called the Seven Sisters. I don't know if all 7 of them are there. I never really paid attention, but I was always told that that was the case. But there are several volcanoes right in a row, and that's what partially, I guess, created the coastline and stuff right there.
Some of the volcanoes.
And I guess the landmass. I don't really know. I'm not a scientist, but
Yeah.
but yeah, we have volcanoes there, just sitting there, just chilling, just waiting to erupt. And some of these big earthquakes we have, it's a possibility that those earthquakes, I mean, the earthquakes can set off the volcanoes.
Yeah.
And then it's a catastrophic disaster. I already talked about fires all over in California. We pray for you guys too, because I've been in a part of all that, and it's terrible. My brothers live there. My oldest brother has dogs. He raises dogs, and also he has cattle with his daughter. And he had to move out, evacuate due to the fires. So that hits right at home with me, with everybody that's in the fires.
And with my brother being in Oregon, the California Oregon line's right there together. Yep. So the wildfires are actually not too far from my brother either. The ones that are going on the Oregon state line.
I think it's pretty crazy how even though we're on both sides of the world, on the
same planet.
No, both sides of the continent.
Oh, the continent,
so to say, that there, especially right now. I mean, there's
so many
major disasters going on at the same time.
Yeah, and then Hawaii when they had that massive volcano.
Yeah. I mean,
so
and then you get into the Midwest, and we haven't heard much about tornadoes over there lately, have we?
I don't think so.
There might be if you guys know about it, let us know.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard much about anything like that, and I listen to the news every day in my truck. So
the crazy part is there 3 more hurricanes out there behind? Who knows where they're going to go?
3 more, yeah.
So it is very interesting how, like you said, even though we're on the same continent, you have earthquakes and stuff over there, tropical storms, which it doesn't rain in California. Yeah, so it's very crazy how we're separated on the same continent, but yet we have such different weather patterns.
It is. I mean, when I was a kid, it rained a lot, and I'm sure I've told people in the past on this channel that my parents also grew up in California for the most part. My dad was born and raised in California. I believe my mom lived with her uncle in South Dakota for a while, her family over there. But anyway, long story short, my dad told me when he was a kid, and I believe it was the 50s, 60s. I could be totally wrong on this, but anyways, my dad told me when he was a kid back in San Bernardino area and all that in California. He grew up in North Hollywood, San Bernardino, all that area down there, all Southern California. They were having to truck water into there back then. But what was weird is when I was born, it was constantly raining.
Yeah.
It was rain, water. I told you about the Salinas River overflowing over the 13th Street Bridge.
Yeah.
If anybody's from Paso Robles, California, and you were in Paso in, I think it was the early 90s, you'll remember the El Nino. I think it was 93, to be honest. I think there was one in 91 and then 93, but one of those, you'll remember when the Salinas River went over the 13th Street Bridge. I was there. I seen it. I know this for a fact. So, but yeah, it's been crazy, and there was a ton of water. I lived there for 35 years.
Yeah.
You know, ever since I was born, I lived in California, and it was always kind of raining. But I'm telling you, within the last, I'd say 15 years, I want to say now, because time's all lapsed for me now. Because
Yeah.
ever since after, like 2005, it just seems like it just keeps going. You don't really, you're
Yeah.
like 2000's not that old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh,
we're
it's
the old ones.
it's a 2000. That car is really sweet. It's a 2000. Dude, that thing's 18 years old.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's really hard to believe.
you really
Yeah.
don't believe it. But I think back then, it started to. I'm sorry, I'm finishing my story here, but really the main deal is the rain started to slowly drop out.
Yeah.
And then the drought came, and everybody's talking about the drought.
Mm-hmm.
It's not raining in California. There's no water. It's going to run out.
Mhm.
Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, I'm dragging on here on this whole entire story. Long story short, things change all the time. And
Yeah. What I was going to say, too, is another natural disaster. It would be the snow that will be coming soon in a few months. Of course, for some reason, the last few years, we've really not got as much snow in this area of Tennessee that we used to get. But other places get.
Don't get me started on that. People are going to start to. Yeah, anyways.
He loves the snow, though, because of
I love
course,
the
they
snow.
don't have it in California, and me, I don't look forward to it at all. I like the fall.
I do.
It's pretty to watch, but I don't
It's
like to
fun
drive
to play
in it.
Cars, four-wheelers, snowmobiles, sleds.
As our
The little
previous
disc
video,
things.
fall is my absolute favorite, minus the fact of the hurricanes and etc., where the seasons are changing and the cool air is switching. Hot air switching to cool. That's the bad part about it. But okay, well, we just wanted to do a quick video about the differences of the weather from here to there.
Terribly sorry, I went on a tangent about something else.
It's okay. But again, we hope you guys are safe in the areas where it's hitting hard and flooding.
If you'd like to hear more of my rants about stuff and going off on a tangent about just random things in California, please comment down below. I definitely will be glad to do that.
And we're more than happy to take any ideas from our viewers of things
Absolutely.
that you would like for us to talk about and discuss.
The reason why we don't have a lot of videos out right now is because we have a hard time coming up with
we
new
have to
things
think
to talk
about the different stuff.
Sometimes I just realize I should probably just start running my mouth and it'll probably come out.
He's good.
So,
But anyway. Okay.
Personal trait.
Yes.
Anyways,
But
see you
anyway,
guys.
remember to like and subscribe to our video. Again, any comments? Yes. And if you turn on the notifications, you'll automatically get notified anytime we post a video. And we're gonna try. Yes, we're gonna try to do them more often. I think we planned on every Friday.
We can do every Friday.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do one every Friday, and maybe more frequently as.
Also, watch for solo
Thanks,
videos from me.
Watch what?
And maybe coming from her. Solo videos.
Solo videos?
Solo.
Okay.
Solo.
He has a hard time.
Personal videos.
He has a hard time understanding my accent sometimes, and I have a hard time understanding
Solo. Personal videos. Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
between
okay.
me and her.
Anyways.
But
anyway.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Remember to like, subscribe, and our prayers are with you guys.
Be careful, guys, out there.
Bye.
Bye.